Hello, friends. How are you doing? I hope everyone is doing very good. Today's Friday, 7/18/2025, 4 o'clock, 4 p.m. Eastern, when I'm recording this video. I think, I hope it is useful, the videos that I have already posted on Java self-teaching videos. So this is part 4. I've already posted 3 videos, consecutive, very important continuous Java guidance for self-study. So you can keep doing and keep practicing. And also, I hope this fourth post will also be very beneficial. And so take advantage of it. Thank you very much. And also don't forget subscribing to my YouTube channel to get, many videos as many. So please subscribe to my YouTube. Thank you very much. So today, I think you remember in our third posting or the third video, we have been looking at data types in Java. Actually, it is data types, Java data types and variables in detail, but we have seen data types in Java. Data types, there are 8 of them, and these are byte, short and long, float, double, char, booleans. Go to my third video, that is part 3 video, so that you can review or you can study all these 8 primitive data types with their examples. Today, we are going to do the second ones. Non-primitive. So let me write. Let's be very well organized in this video too. The second type of data types are non-primitive. The others are primitive, right? But these are non-primitive. Non-primitive, we call it reference. Reference data types. So let me, as usual, let me highlight this. Oh, okay, sorry. Let me highlight it. It's good to highlight always, with the same favorite color. Not this one. Actually, this line is just okay. Yeah. So non-primitive or reference data types. The first one is, primitive. It may take us the whole session. Is a string. A string data type. A string data type is, sorry. String data type. Data type is one of the biggest themes of Java. So in Java, the string, if you know string very well, then you have maybe more ways to Java. It's very, very important, and it's important especially in real-time projects. You frequently use strings. So today I'm gonna show you what string is, and in coding also we have also coding. So string is, in short, it's a sequence of characters. It's just sequence of characters. Sequence of characters. Let me, well, this shouldn't be, this is just normal. Okay, sequence of characters. A string is a sequence of characters. So example, as example, if we say a string always be in quotation, in double quotation, not in single quote, but in double quote. For instance, Suraj is my name, Suraj. This is a string. How many characters? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 characters makes a string here. Sequence of characters. So it is sequence of characters. It's very important. It's a reference data type is especially string is, reference data type that can store one or more characters. So it has different methods to apply. We'll see all those, not all, most of those methods. A string, a string is very, very important. Very, very important, as I said. So many programs, process text, text, not just numbers, right? It is different from numbers. So, text consists of characters, letters, right? Numbers, punctuation, spaces, and so on. We call it a string. So that's why we say a string is a sequence of characters. So as I gave you an example, Suraj here, these are 5 characters made a string. So there are many types of strings. You can, it's like declaring variables, right? You can also declare string variables. We have been looking for integer variables last time in our second video, I think. Yeah, but this one, for instance, how do we declare string variables that holds string value? For instance, example, we can say string, always start in capital S, string name is equal to, string name is equal to, and the quotation, don't forget, in double quote, Suraj. When it is a string, we use double quote. So if I print this in the program, it prints Suraj, right? So let's go and check in our IntelliJ IDE. Let's see the same code here. String name is equal to double quote Suraj. That's my name. Okay. When you do like that, this, and then for printing is out. Double click here. Just name. Yeah, you don't need anything here. Name. Here, this is the reference to print. You have to put it in the bracket, this name. But you'll see, Suraj is going to be printed here. Okay, let's print this. Run. The other program was running. You see here, Suraj is printed. See, Suraj is printed. String name Suraj. So Suraj is printed to the console. So that's how the string works. There are many different methods, different types of strings actually. So we can do even sometimes if you do a string name, even if you put 1 here, or 12 here. It's a number, but number, right? This is a number, but if once it is in the quotation, anything in the quotation that, it consider as the a string. Let's see. It's gonna print 12 here. You see? 12 is printed. So, okay. Outside quotation, it's gonna give us error if I put this. Not only that, but if I put the data type instead of a string, if I say int, you see, int, none. Here also say none. You see, this is integer. I declared integer reference, 12. It's not giving us any error here. So it prints integer value. No, it's different from the other 12. If I put this, you see, in the quotation mark, it's going to give us error. Why? Because the quotation mark is a sign of a string. So you have to declare a string here instead of int. So let me declare string. String name. Just say here name. You see, string name. Now you can print easily 12. This is string 12, right? You see, this is how a string works. But string is it could be characters, numbers, but in the quotation, numbers in the quotation. But here, let's stick on Suraj. Okay, that is what we've seen, what characters, especially as we discuss about string. In a string, the very important thing is there are methods, Boolean method. There are different methods, so we can read. We can see all those methods. We can see all those methods. Yeah. Maybe one of the methods we can see is Boolean methods. Boolean is, as we have said, this is true or false, right? In a string, you can use true or false method. For instance, let us coding example. Okay, let me just comment this so that we can not be interrupted by this code. Okay, so I said Suraj, right? If I say, I'm talking about Boolean, string name is equal to, in the brackets, Suraj. Okay, let's say Suraj. If I say like Suraj, just to compare whether it is to print, okay, if I say Boolean, sorry, okay, Boolean result is equal to name, this is a name, right? Name reference, name dot equals. Okay, let me put here capital letter Suraj. Yes, but capital letter. Let me make S capital here. But this one is small, right? This one is Suraj, small using small letter. Here S capital. Here S small. Is it the same or not? It's not the same. Yeah, compiler doesn't look it as the same. It's not equals. Here, name dot equals. Is that equals? No. So it's false. How do we know? Just, okay. Now, let's print this code. You will see it gives us false, because this Suraj and this Suraj not equal. Boolean evaluates true or false, or the equality of the values. So these two values, string values, are not equal. So it gives us false. Let me print and you check. You see here? It gives us false. It's false. Yeah? It's false. Okay. To make it true, we have to make this capital or the other small. What about now? Now it's true because S capital here, the others is exactly the same or equal. Now let me go. You see now true. Now it's printed true. You see how it works? Okay. So this is, we call it Boolean, Boolean strings to compare the equality of Boolean strings, true or false. So you can manipulate in real time. This is very important, in many kind of applications or projects, it's very important. But for now, just we are giving you, guidance for self-study. You can further your study and research. But I'm gonna keep doing some important things on the string that helps you. So this is coding. So it's not rocket science. Coding is not just rocket science. It's just like this. Just build on small by small. Just try to master what you have seen here and practice it 10 times, 20 times. Then try to grasp what it means. Then you will be really good coder. So it's not a rocket science. So the other thing what we want to see is, if we say for false result, for instance, if we say, for false result, name dot equals ignore case. If I say, you see here, okay, let me add you one tip. Yeah. Let me add you one tip here. You see here, name dot equals ignore case. Here, equals ignore. You see, it's equals ignore case. Okay. Name dot equals ignore case. This capital, and let me make this small. It was false, right? It was false when we do that. But equals ignore case. I added you this tip, right? Ignore case. This is another thing. Is it going to give us true or false? Let's check. True. Why? It's not true, right? As we have seen last time in our previous code, without this equals ignore case, without just only ignore equals. Okay, the same code, it gives us true, right? True, right? When you print it, it gives us true, the same code, but let me take off this ignore case. Now print. You see, it is false. You see, it's false now. But ignore case, if you add here, ignore case, when you add ignore case, you see, you printed true. Why? What is the reason behind this? So the case is ignored, whether capital or whether smaller. The case has nothing to do. But still, Suraj, let me add space, Ibrahim. One of it, just one of it. Just one of it. You see, is it going to give us true or false, even if we have ignore case? Let me see. That's false. Why? Because it is not equal. You see, Ibrahim, it's different. This is only controlling ignore case only. The case wise, whether you make it all capital here or all small here, doesn't matter because it's the compiler is ignoring case, capital case or small case. It's ignoring, but the length is not going to be ignored. You see, that's another tip that I was trying to give you. Okay. Let me. Okay, string. We are still string. We have so much to do with string. So string is so the Boolean. Actually, this is Boolean true or false as we have seen last time. Yeah, Boolean means true or false. So we have already compared that whether it is true or false. Now, okay, in a string we have called the concatenation. The idea of concatenation. What does that mean? Okay, let's say this is one Boolean comparison, and another is concatenation. Concatenation. So what is concatenation? Concatenation. You have two strings, different names. For instance, my name is Suraj Ibrahim. So you can concatenate them to one long string. One long string. So the result consists of all characters in the first string, followed by all characters in the second string. That's what it does. So we'll do the example. We use plus sign, plus operator to concatenate two strings, plus operator. So I don't have to write all this, So I think it's clear, right? It's clear, right? What concatenation means? You have two strings, for instance, Suraj Ibrahim, for instance. You can concatenate this Suraj and Ibrahim, two strings, them to one long string. Concatenating, it's connecting or concatenating, adding to long string. So the result consists of all characters in the first string, that is Suraj, followed by all characters in the second string, that's Ibrahim. In Java, we use the plus operator to concatenate two strings. So how do we do that in concatenation? How do we do that? For instance, a string name. Okay, let's go to our coding. It's good to see with coding example, concatenation. Okay, here, maybe, we use plus in Java for concatenation. Yeah, concatenation is just connecting two or three, many. You can do many, but just take, as I said, two. So how do we do that? How do we do that? So, okay, let's code. I'll show you in coding. Okay, let's say a string. This is first name. First name is equal to Suraj, right? First name is called Suraj, and string last name Ibrahim. Say Ibrahim. These are two different strings, but we are gonna make them one long string to connect them, to connect both of them. How do we do that? We have last name, and we have also now string name is equal to you see here string name, first name plus, you see, last name. This is just space. Okay, if we want to print, then SO. Okay, to print we have to use this, right? And then go here. Oh, sorry. Now this is not the right way. Okay, let me go ahead to again. I'm confusing you here, sorry. So here we are gonna concatenate, right? So the string name, just say, you see here, first name and last name. Now to print, just we have to say like this name. Now we can print this, you see, different. This is first name, this is last name. So it's not gonna print as first name, last name, but it is gonna print as Suraj Ribo in one, just there is one space. Okay, let's click or run. You see here, Suraj Ibrahim. One long line. Or if you don't want this space, then okay, then you can make it this like this. Okay, let's print now. You see, Suraj Ibrahim, one word, just as one word. But this is important, just space, give one space. To give one space, just move this a little bit further now. Okay, you see, Suraj Ibrahim, there is a space, big space. Okay, you see here, how many spaces here? So now just one space is enough, one space. Okay, run, one space. Okay, this is what concatenation is. Is it clear what concatenation is? I already said what it is. It's just two strings. You have two strings, such as Suraj and Ibrahim. My last name Ibrahim and my first name Suraj. You can concatenate them to one long string that is Suraj Ibrahim. The result consists of all characters in the first string, Suraj, followed by all characters in the second string, right? In Java, we use the plus operator to concatenate two strings, right? We use plus operator, right? Here. You see, this is a plus operator. Here, plus operator to concatenate. So concatenating means just, that's the meaning that I told you already. Okay, one example is enough, I think, from this. You can work on concatenation a lot. Just, this is one of the method, concatenating method. Okay, let me comment this code. Okay, yeah. Okay, the other thing, this is concatenating, right? Now, there is also another method we call it index. Index. You know the index. So let me talk about index, what index means. The other thing on string is index. Index is, for instance, let's say here Suraj, right? These characters, lengths. This S it starts from 0. So 0. So S is in 0 index. U is in 1 index. R is in second index. A is in third index. J is in fourth index. Index. 1, this is 5, right? 5 minus 1. It starts 0. It starts from 0. It goes all the way to 9. 9. So this is index. The idea of index is very much useful in Java. Not only here in string, it also is very important in array and also in collection classes when we get there. Collection classes, that's very big Java. So we'll see there again. But here, just for now, in string, I'm gonna give you just a small highlight. What index means? Index is, okay, that's the index. It's a very, very important to understand what index is. Okay, what index is. So, an indexing, as I said, the first position is 0, right? The second one is 1, and so on. That's what we say the index. The index. So it's very important, here Suraj is the first position, S is the first position. That's 0. U1, R2, A3, J4, the fourth position. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So we use the char method also in labeling this string position, just the position, indexing, index position. We are gonna use, that way. So how do we manipulate that? For instance, let me give you example. Always it's good to see things with example. Yeah, right. But we are talking about index. For instance, just Suraj. Suraj is, if we are saying a string name is equal to Suraj, right? So S is first. So then here, what do we say? Okay, let me char at. Char at. Okay, char result. Char result is equal to maybe small letter, I think here. Yeah, char result. Char result is equal to, that's the name, right? Name dot charat. Charat 0. Now let's print this S out result. Easy. We are printing this. We are printing this line. But 0 Suraj. What is in 0 position here? S, right? S is in 0 position. In 0 index. S is in 0 index, right? So when we say like that, char result is called name dot char at 0. When you say like that, S is at 0 position. Let me print that. You see S is printed here. Okay, that way let's change to 1. Okay, char result name dot char at. Okay, now U is gonna be printed. U is gonna be printed. You see U. Okay, let's do all of them so that let's say 3. R, no, A. 0, 1, 2, 3. A is at third, right? A is gonna be printed. A. And the last is 4. 4. 4 is the last J. S0, index U, first index, R, second index, A, third index, J, fourth index. Okay, let me print this. It's gonna print J. You see J. What if we do fibs? It's gonna give us error, the compiler error. 5. There is no 5, right? There is no fibs. But how many characters? 5 characters, but it starts from 0 index. So we have only 4 here. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 only. There is no 5. So if I print this, it's gonna give us error. You see here? This is the error. Exception in thread main Java line. String index out of bound exception. This is the name of the error. A string index out of bound exception. This is out of bound. 4 is not out of bound, but 5 is 6, 5. After 5 greater than, this 4, index place is out of bound exception. Index 5 is out of bound for length 5. You see? So this is the error. Okay, now it's good to keep at 4. I think clear, everyone. So practice this, and you can put different names here and just practice. This is how this works. Okay, this is the index. Another way also, we are gonna look at another way. The same thing, but different way. Okay, now how do we see? We seen that char at, right? But what about index? The same thing, just, okay, let me, oh, yeah. Doesn't matter. You can just copy this, the same name, Control C, Control V here, the same, but now different way. Int result, int result is equal to name dot length. You can say index of name dot, you see index of yeah, index of okay, index of, you see, you can put it here because it's you can put it here. So less result. Okay, let me put from Suraj index of R. Say R. Let's write here R. R is in how many index? What the position of R? What the position of R? String name, the position of R? S0, U2, R3, third. No, second, sorry. S0, U1, R2, second position. The second index. Okay, now let's print this. It should print second or 2. You see here? 2. And A. Let's put it A here. Let's put it A. So how many? S0, U1, R2, A3, A third. Okay, let me print. Yeah, you see? 3. The third index. And also J, the last. J, the last word. So what is the index of this? How many? You see, these are the same code, but differently. Different style. This is index of, this is chart. But don't forget int here and char here. String, char. That's different. This is character, character, but this one is index of, that is numbers. You are gonna, why int? Because it's printing numbers, right? Int. J. So how many? Yeah, it's 4. Okay, for error, let's do some letter which is not included here. It's gonna give us error, but what error? Say M. We don't see, there is no M here. But just we are proning for error. What error we are getting? Oh, -1. The error, it gives us -1. You see? That's amazing. It's not giving you error like this, but it gives you -1. Why? You can further research this, but I have idea on this, but I'm not gonna talk all this on JDK24 and on other JDKs different. So, and let's say L. Okay, -1. We see -1 for, it's -1 still. If nothing is here, it's gonna give us -1. Is that for all of them? Z. What if Z? See, -1. Okay. It's giving us -1. Maybe, you see here, all the, okay, an interview, the interviewer may ask you in Java questions. If you are adding he gives you just this code and also this name, this code, this everything, but he may put here Z. So what, before you run this, what result are you gonna get? That is the kind of interview questions, tricky interview question. You have to say -1. If you say something different, then they are not okay with you. So you have to say -1, -1. It's outside of the string result. If it is not included out of bound of the string result character, any character, then that is the index of -1, the index of -1. Okay, just this is important Java coding for along with some interview hint. Academic content. Okay, so if this is clear, we have some other things. There is also another input, string input. We are gonna look at string input. String input. So what is it? What is string input? So string input is, you can read a string from the console. You can write when it's, use the next method. Use the next method of the scanner class to read a string containing a single word. That is maybe you can very much understand from the example that the coding example that I'm gonna give you in shortly. Yeah, so when a string is read with the next method, only one word is read. Only one word. It's limited for one word only. So we'll see what string input is. String input is. So I'll show you a real coding example. Let's go to our IntelliJ IDE. Let's go to our IntelliJ IDE. Here you have to do scanner. That is scanner input. Input is scanner. Let me here input as scanner class. You have to import scanner class. You have to import scanner class. I'll show you how to import this scanner class. The next, it's use the next scanner. So that's how it gives you the result, and you will see that. But you can further read. But I'm going to give you just one example that's helpful. That is helpful how the scanner works. So let's say here scanner. This is scanner. When you have a scanner, you have to import it here. You see here, import Java util .scanner. Java.util. It's in this package. So in Java, you find the scanner, Java util package, java.util.scanner package. So you have to import it automatically, all the IDEs, they know. The compiler understands when you write scanner here, scanner, automatically it imports. So if it's not importing, just import like this, the same. Import java.util.scanner. Unless, okay, if we are not doing this, it's not gonna work. It's gonna show us error. You see error? You see error? when you are not scanning. Okay, now hover your mouth here, and it says import. Okay, import. You see, now it's gone. Your error is gone. Now import Java util scanner. Okay. Now, what we are doing is system dot come second is out. Okay, so enter name, maybe enter name. Let's say enter. Okay, let's say my name is Suraj. My name is just my name is. You have to write the next. You have to write the next. My name is any name. You can give any name, but you see here SC next string name SC dot next line. Next line. This is what it does. Okay, how it works? It's different from the scanner class. The scanner is different from the other printing. Okay, let me print this. My name is. We only see my name is. Okay, here my name is. Come here and write Suraj. Okay. You see, my name is Suraj. It's only one time. You cannot do anything, right? Okay, if you want to write again another name, no, you cannot write. You see, even if you can hear, you cannot write. That is why we said it's only one time. You can read a string from the console, right? From the console. This is the console. This area is the console. You read from the console, right? From here. But you can print only once. When a string is read, with the next method is this next method. With this next method, only one word is used. Only one word is used. So, okay, what do we mean when we say one word? It's not only one word, but you can do, okay, what does it mean? You cannot do the second time. But, okay, now, let me print now, and you can write as many words as like here, for instance. But it should be one time. After you execute, you cannot. Suraj, Ibrahim is anything you can write. Anything you can write. Anything you can write. But only, okay, then only one time. After I executed this, I cannot write again. I cannot add anything now. Okay, let me try. You see, this view is read only. It doesn't allow me. You have to write the next again. Again, this next again. Or, for instance, this is my name, right? Or my age, for instance. Okay, let me say, my name is, right? But here, my age is. My age is. Okay, but first you have to do this, bring here, copy, paste here, Control V, a string, right? But int, say int, I'm gonna write number, int age next int. Okay. See next int. You see next int now. Okay, my age is, now you can any age. Here you say age. No, your okay, what about man? Okay, let's try. I think it's gonna give us the right thing. Okay. String. Okay, let me bring this here. After and take out this code from here. Now put age here. Now you can do that. My name is, this is another, okay. Rerun application, stop and run. Now we are gonna see, my name is, you see, my name is Suraj. Now we can do 2 times because, and when, because it is 2. Now about the age. My age. You see, my age is 33. Yes, my name is Suraj. My age is 33. But after this, you cannot write anything. It's 2 times. Why? I wrote 2 next. This next int. This is next SC next line. So this is how you can write input. We call it piece input. Yeah. String input. We call it string input. This is string input. Okay. So let me. Okay, you can write as many times, other 3 times, 4 times. You can increase this, you see, as I did 2 times. Then if you can do, execution times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, your execution times. Okay, that is how scanner works. Don't forget, please import java.util scanner. Then that way you can do the scanning job. Okay. This is very, very important. The scanner is also very important. So you have to practice these too. Yeah. In a string, for instance, if we say string result, you can use a string to change to uppercase and also to lowercase. You can, you can use string data type to change case upper to lower, upper to lower, and vice versa. Okay. How? Let's see from coding example point of view. Yeah, let's code. Let me give you a coding example. For instance, if I say, yeah, a string name is equal to Suraj. not giving you any other name. My name is to put my name here, string name, Suraj. So, okay. If I say string result, string result is equal to name dot to uppercase, you see here, then print. Okay, result. Okay, what are we gonna get here? We are gonna convert this small letter, right? Suraj, S-U-R-A-J. Now we are to uppercase. We are converting to uppercase. How? Let's print and see. You see here? Suraj, uppercase, all uppercase. S-U-R-A-J. And vice versa. Or vice versa. This is to name dot to uppercase. It converts to uppercase. But to lowercase, say lower. Instead of upper, say lowercase. To lowercase. See here? First, this is lower already, but you have to make it upper to make it lower. Suraj. Okay, this is uppercase, right? String name is equal to Suraj. This is uppercase. String result name dot to lowercase. System data. Okay, let's run this code. See here is small letter now. So this is how we use string to change cases from string to lower to upper or from upper to lower cases. I hope you are doing great with this coding. String is very, there are a lot to do with string. String is very big. It's very big. There are many other methods also. Okay, let's do our substrings. How do we extract substrings? So we use by using the substring method. Substring method. How do we do? Let me. Substring is another. Substring. So, substring, we can extract using substring method. Yeah, there is substring method. So this method called substring. For instance, substring is sub. Main string you have, and also substring is another substring. So I will see how it works. And real coding. So it's a string that returns a string that is made up of the characters in the string. Characters in the string. Yeah, it's we seen the position actually, right? For instance, okay, let's go to code and we'll see string dot substring start past end returns a string that is made up of the characters in the string str. Starting at position start and containing all characters up to, but not including the position past end. Here is an example. Yeah. So which one is sub? Which one is? That's what we have to. Okay, let me do what substring is. It's not easy actually, but here string greeting hello world, string greeting hello world, or then string sub string sub is equal to greeting dot substring 0 1. Okay, 0 1. So what is sub here? What is sub? Hello or world? Which one is sub? That's we have to find. So the substring operation makes a string that consists of the first 5 characters taken from the string greeting. First 5. First 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Greeting. Okay, to manipulate this, let's say, okay, sub. Okay, you will find which one is. Okay, let me run this code, and here is H. Okay, here substring, 0 and 1. Yet we said 0 is H. That's substring. Okay, let's say hello world, right? Let's say is 0 5. Okay, now let's do it. You see hello. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The first hello. That's the substring. That's the substring, but it's not including this one. Hello world. 0 and 5, right? So substring is hello. Substring is hello. Okay, now let me do here 3 so that you can understand where you see head 3. This is substring. See here. Okay, let me make this 5 3. Error. String index out of bound exception is 0. And okay, what about 1? Still L. You see? 1 is where? EL. Okay, just 0 is English. 0, you can find what substring is. Just understand what substring is. Okay, let me see here. Hello. This one, this 5. Yeah. That's we call it substring. The substring operation makes a string that consists of the first 5 characters taken from the string greetings. It's taken from, hello. Hello is, 0 to 5, right? 0 to 5. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hello. The 5th is actually index. Index is not included that. So this is very, very actually not easy one. You can further work on the substring, what substring is. So string, it copies from, from the positions where you are. That is, we call it substring. But it's good to know there is substring concept. Just Google, YouTube, and anywhere you can find, and try to work on more research on substring, what substring means, and you can better understand this. But this is just a guidance to guide you what strings are included, importance, and some of the things like that. For instance, if there is also trim, the word trim, using trim. Okay, trimming means avoiding spaces. Sorry, I'm not using trim. So what is trimming in a string? Trimming. What does this mean? It removes the empty space. It removes trim. It removes the empty space. Let me show you in real coding example. So let me bring this string name Suraj from anywhere here. Control C and come down here and just copy this. I'm lazy to copy to type. That's why. Yes, it's good to type. But let me give spaces here. Okay. Trim. We'll see the trim. Name.trim. Okay, here. String. String result. String result is equal to name dot trim. See here, trim. Okay, now you see, okay, you see here, Suraj, there is in here space. This space you see, it's not good, right? But trim means it will trim, it will take this space away. Okay, let me run this code. Yeah. So if you are not trimming, let us comment this and print name. Print ln your name. Okay, now you see here this space. You are gonna get print. We are gonna print this with space. Okay, let me print this. You see here, all this space. That is this same space. But when you are using trim, okay, take away this comment, take this comment, and make this result. We are printing result. Result. Okay, when you see, it's gonna print. You don't see space now. You see here, space. The space is gone. No space. No space. You see what trim works? String name dot trim. What does it does? It removes the empty space. This empty space. Any big empty space doesn't matter, but you can trim it. Okay, this is one of the area. It's very important in Java coding. Whenever it's needed, you can use, trim many times, in between coding, during your coding. This may encounter you to trim, Sometimes there are many spaces, unnecessary spaces. You may encounter unnecessary spaces made by those who write course, or so you can do this. You can use trim. Okay. Now, and also there is another replace. By the way, to understand all the methods, I think it is even better than, let me give you one good thing. Okay, let me string name is equal to Suraj, right? Okay, make it in the double quote, semicolon. Here, okay, right? String result. Now I'm showing you some important thing. You have to go one by one, line by line. For instance, name dot, you see here, okay, these methods. Okay, these listed methods, when you immediately write dot, string result, name dot, you see you have methods, different methods. For instance, we have done to lower class, to lowercase. We did one of these, trim, to lowercase, to uppercase, get bytes. Okay, come all. You see how many methods? We are not gonna go all these. Maybe one method I'll show you is replace. Again, replace. I'll show you one replace method. Then after, I'm not going all the methods. Go, if you are really want to study, go through all of these methods. Var, try, switch, request, co-op, format, fill, cast. These are all string. You see, lengths, lines, index of, we have already done index of, and hash code. These are very equals, ignore case. We have done this, right? Equals, we have done this. Equals also. In this week, we haven't done yet. Okay, these are many of them. Trim, lowercase, get bytes, many things. So you can go, if you wanna be a really good Java developer, you have to know each one of them, what they do. You can find, just take one to lowercase, what it's easier already, we have done. Trim, we have already done. To lowercase, just ignore lowercase, uppercase, get bytes. But these get bytes, you have to you can check this. Check out. Formatted. Concatenate. We have seen concat. Now I'll give you just replace. One, replace, or these are different, replace or and replace. But we'll see one, just replace one. So go through all these methods. Okay? That's the tip I want to give you here. Okay. Anytime if you say name dot, immediately you write dot, those methods will come and you can write each one of them. Or the most you are interested, just go. Some you are very much interested. But let me, one tip, let me give you one tip. Don't forget this tip. What I'm saying is very important. These all, for instance, okay, let me say here, let me say trim, just dot. You see all these methods came, right? All these methods are not frequently used. Some of them are, replace is frequently used. I just gave you, frequently used in Java coding. Some of them are not frequently used, but they are used sometimes somewhere in the code. Sometimes somewhere in the code when it is necessary, right? So, but there are, for instance, wait, this notify all, these are in thread. You learn this, but what is notify, what notify all, wait. In thread Java, you can learn this wait, this all. So you don't have to worry a lot about them. You can find them by one or another in all the Java. These strings are very important, okay? So, but not all of them are not equally important. Some of them are frequently used. Others are used maybe, infrequently. So you have to understand this. Okay. For now, just let me write trim here. And let me comment the code. Oh, let me comment here. And just from the string, I think, let me give you one or two, maybe. So replace, and replacing in string, replace, the replace is also very important. To replace words or phrases, even words or phrases when needed, right? Replace. But there are replace or replace for many. Now let's see the coding example. Let me give you the coding example. Here, for instance, say string name, or let me say string word, then you don't get bored. String word. Excellent. Then string result. String result. String result is equal to word dot replace. You see, when you say replace, it comes here. You see replace, just choose this one. Replace, right? You have excellent, right? Okay, replace excellent with something here. Very good. Okay, very good. Now let's okay, let's do that. Okay, let's run the code. You see, it replaced, right? Excellent is replaced by very good. What about we say good? Scan, replace. Okay. If we say here good and replace good, this good by the word excellent. See here, it's run. See now it's excellent. This good is replaced already by excellent. This is how you replace words. So it's very important in Java. It's one of the string methods that's very important in Java. So don't forget using it. Let me comment this. So to see all the methods, just all the methods, all the list of methods, as I have told you, type name dot. Then immediately you will see all the list of methods, string methods that are very important. Some of them are very seldom used. Some of them are very frequent used. So you can check it out, all those substrings, many of them. Okay, I think for string, we have enough, but not everything will cover part 2 string. This is part 4 of the overall Java, guidance for teaching self. But in string, we'll continue some important methods and some important things you should know. So this is very important method. For today, we're going to stop here and keep practicing. Thank you very much. I appreciate for subscribing to my YouTube channel and also share to many so that they can, make use of this Java. Thank you.